place. I'm so glad to be here with you again to take what we did yesterday to the next level so that you can really implement this in your business and in your life, because what we're doing with manifestation and business is both professional and personal. So whether you're here because you want to scale a business, or you're also here because you want to really grow in personal areas of your life, it all has an impact, right? Because manifestation, as I said yesterday, is you being aligned with what you want. And business is an extension of you. So when you're thriving, your business will thrive, right? So this is going to have an impact on your health. This is going to have an impact on your relationships. This is going to have an impact on your finances. We're going into it all. Trina King's in the house. So good to be here with you. Thank you for joining again. How was day one? If you were here yesterday for day one, please do drop a comment. Let us know what has continued to download for you since yesterday. Do you have any key takeaways or reflections from yesterday? I'd love to hear that if you were here yesterday for day one. So good to be here. Joining from Dublin, Ireland. It's so amazing, isn't it, to come together in our community and actually be able to connect with each other around the world. So welcome. We've got people from the States, we've got people from the UK, we've got people from Ireland, from Europe joining us on YouTube, Spain, welcome. Hi, Emma, it's so good to be here with you again. And if you're here for if this is your first day, day two, this is a standalone masterclass. You can catch day one again on the replay as well. So we'll make sure you get access to that. All right, diving in to today, I would love, first of all, to take a moment to reflect whether you were here yesterday for day one or not. Yesterday, talking about the energetics of success, I invited everyone to claim what they desire. And I would love you to reaffirm that in the comments now, whether you're here for the first time or you're here for day two. Drop a comment and say, I claim my desires now. Every time you affirm this, you are really wiring this more into your subconscious, more into your body. The more you affirm this, the more you feel this. I claim my desires now. I step into my power now. Write it in the comment box. I invited you to do this yesterday because that really is the first step to manifestation, knowing what you want and claiming it. And I know that sounds really obvious, and I say that all the time as well, but most people either don't know what they really want, or they do and they're not asking for it and they're not claiming it. You know, so often we shrink ourselves to make others feel comfortable, or we ask for just enough. We don't want to be greedy or show off. But that ends here, because you stepping into your full power, your highest expression, you really stepping into your most abundant era of health, love, and wealth, financially and otherwise, is really an amplifier. The more you are your highest expression, the more you are your most radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy, which is our new mantra here at Manifestation Freak, the more you give others permission to do the same, or the more you help others give themselves permission to do the same. And it can be triggering. You know, when people see us living our best lives, sometimes that's triggering for people because they have their own limiting beliefs and fears and insecurities. That is not your job to worry about. What eventually happens often, though, even if somebody is triggered, is it is triggering something in them because they want it to, right? And maybe you've had an experience of that, and we'll go into what that means energetically and in the manifestation process in a little while as well. But please do claim that for yourself now. I claim my desires now in the chat box on Zoom or in the comments on YouTube. And please also take a minute to just reflect and tune into why you're here. What brought you back for day two if you were here yesterday? If you're here for the first time, what is the quantum leap that you wish to experience on this masterclass? Because again, when you claim it, you start the manifestation in motion. So as well as saying, I claim my desires now, what are your desires for today? What is it that you desire to receive today and take away? Why are you really here? Type that in the chat box or the comments as well. Gorgeous. I claim my desires now. I step into my power now and always. Yes. Changes made already today, following on from day one. Spent more time working on taking care of myself. I love that, so I can allow Source God to take care of the rest. Been letting meditation, journaling, gratitude work, visioning, etc. slipping quite a lot lately. Thank you for bringing that to our attention yesterday. Yeah, I mean, these are practices for a reason, right? Thank you for sharing that. I'll raise my hand here as well. But when things aren't working or when things become more challenging, that's the first thing I come back to, because I'm like, yeah, things are challenging because I haven't been taking care of myself, right? And I haven't been really taking care of my body and my mind. I haven't been, really dedicated to my fitness practice or my meditation practice. And as soon as I get back into taking care of myself, isn't it funny how things really do just have a way of working out? Take care of yourself and I'll take care of the rest was a mantra I shared yesterday, which was a clear voice that came to me when I was going through a dark night of the soul a couple of years ago. Take care of yourself, I'll take care of the rest. Cannot emphasize enough how important that is. And we'll go into why and more details on that and how that's going to amplify your success in business, finances, every area of your life, and also the strategy for that. I claim my desires now. I have to have a business where I can help women in midlife improve their relationship with their body and themselves through fitness and building strength that allows me to have the freedom to create my work schedule and life balance and the abundance to enjoy life without fear or struggle. Yes, please, anyone else, if that resonates, drop a hell yes in the comments. If you desire to create your own work schedule, work-life balance, and the abundance to enjoy life without fear or struggle, type a hell yes if that resonates for you. Thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful. And Caroline has the benefit of being in Impact Millions with me, and it's so gorgeous to have you here today because you get to share your experience and expertise in this community, and you are already taking fierce action, right? You are already showing up so powerfully in being in Impact Millions and working with me so closely, and we're already doing that. We're helping you to create that, and I'm so proud of you, and I thank you for sharing that, because that is what we're here for. Yes, hell yes. I'm here, open up to receiving. I've been pushing and trying to make things work, but need to be more open to surrender and receive. Beautiful. I'm going to be talking about how you can do that more as well. Keep your chat coming here and on. You're so welcome. And on YouTube as well. I love seeing all of your messages coming through. I'm going to make sure we're recording before we go into the main training. Who else do we have here live? If you're just joining, let us know in the chat box. Rosalia as well is here. We've got Sarah here jumping in. Welcome. If you're just joining, please do drop your intentions. And if you're watching on the replay, I'd love to hear from you as well. So please do let us know where you're joining us from and what your intentions are today as well. Yesterday, we covered a lot. We were talking about the energetics of success. I, as a coach, have focused on manifestation and business combined because that's really the power couple for your success. As I said earlier, manifestation is really you knowing what you want and getting into alignment with it. So that is your mindset, your energy, and your actions. And business is an extension of you. So when you are thriving, when you really believe in yourself and what you're doing, that's an amplifier for your business, for your finances, and for everything else as well. We spoke a little bit about business strategy as well. So I shared yesterday what business really is. It's very simple. It is simply have a product, believe in it, sell it. That's it. What's challenging is working against unconscious limiting beliefs, fears, and insecurities, and out of alignment with your unique manifestation frequency. So we're going to go deeper into how you can make sure you're in alignment with your manifestation frequency, your unique manifestation frequency today. I also touched on your business model that is scalable to 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. How much, how many, who, where. And client creation model, I shared the book, The Prosperous Coach. So if you have any questions on any of those pieces today, this is the masterclass to ask questions related to any of those strategy pieces to grow your business. And we're going to go into that more deeply today as well. I'm really here to make sure, and my intention for you today, as yesterday, is that you're going to have a quantum shift. You're going to have a shift in identity today that means that you experience your reality differently. That means that the vision that you have, which is a trailer for what's to come, you start to rapidly see that manifest in your physical reality. Drop a hell yes if you're here for that. If you're here for that quantum shift, if you're here to start seeing your vision come to life. And you'll hear this from my clients. If you head over to youamplifiedonline.com, which is the Impact Millions page, when you scroll down, you'll see things that my clients have shared about their success, about their manifestations, and how the life that they're living now was once a vision, was once on their vision board, and often wasn't even there because they didn't even allow themselves to imagine that that much was possible. So often, again, we keep ourselves really small and we ask for just enough. So clients of mine often will come to me with 2K or 3K a month coming in their business, or just starting out and wanting to get to like 2K or 3K a month. And they'll set the intention of 5K months or 10K months. And so quickly they reach that and then surpass that. But they didn't even allow themselves to visualize that. So we're going to also be going in today, the vision beyond the vision, and how you can more powerfully manifest not even what you visualize for yourself now, but way beyond that, because so much more is available to you. We live in an infinitely abundant world, universe. Everything you can imagine and desire is not only possible, it is here, it exists, it is done, and it is meant for you. The fact that you have that desire is on your heart for a reason. It is your job to bring that in, if should you choose it, to bring that into the world. It can only be created through you, because you really are the creator. You are the universe. Everything is connected, nothing is separate. So everything you desire is a part of you, is an extension of you. The love you desire, the money you desire, the health and well-being you desire, it is all you. And so we're going to activate that within today so that you can experience that without, externally, right? So what we also spoke about yesterday was being able to use your imagination and elevated emotion to experience the reality you desire in your brain and body, because it doesn't know the difference between what you've experienced in your physical reality or what you've experienced in your imagination with elevated emotion. So this is really the work that we're doing in Manifestation Freak, which is why it's the foundation for Impact Millions and everything else I do with my clients. If you can get yourself into that state, into a really powerful, activated, fully embodied state of you being your desires, then you will start to experience them in your physical reality. It doesn't work the other way around. You're not manifesting what you want. If you're wanting, you're keeping it in the future. You're one daying, when I have that. You have to embody the state of being it now, because you're not manifesting what you want. You see who you be. You're manifesting things that are in alignment with your frequency. Let me know if that makes sense, and if you have any questions on that before we move on. What breakthrough did you have yesterday in connection to this? Was there one key insight that you took away from day one? If you were here yesterday, let us know. Was there one aha moment for you yesterday? Whether that was on the live or watching the replay, or as you went away and carried on with your day. Did you receive a breakthrough? Did you receive a download? Did you receive something that helped you really tap into that next level identity and quantum shift that you were looking for? Let us know in the chat box. We're talking today about marketing, sales, content creation, and how you can scale now, not one day, but right now. So take a moment to close your eyes and feel into, where do you want to be by the end of the year? If we get together in January, what do you want to be celebrating with me? What do you want to be typing in the comments that you have received? And I really want you to get specific with this. And as we're here talking about scaling with strategy, we're talking about your business and your finances mainly. I want you to be really specific with, where is your business and your brand by the end of this year? In 3 or 4 months' time, what do you want to be celebrating with us? So take a moment just to tune into that for yourself. Close your eyes, hand on heart if it helps you to connect, and just feel into and breathe into, what are we celebrating? How much money do you have in the bank? What clients are you working with? How many people have invested in your service or product? What stages are you speaking on? What impact are you making? Take a minute to just tune into that. And if you need longer, you can come back to this. Write that down in your notebook. Write down exactly what it is that you are manifesting, as if you have it. This is a manifestation hack. Write in your notebook, I am so happy and grateful now that I am receiving 10K consistently every month. That money and clients flow to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources in increasing quantities on a consistent and daily basis. Affirm what you're manifesting in present tense, as if you already have it, you're already experiencing it, you've already received it, past or present tense. I am now are 3 of the most powerful words you can use in intentional manifestation. Anything that follows those, you are affirming as if you have them. And the more you affirm with those words, especially with elevated emotion, the more you're going to experience that in your reality. So be really mindful of anything that follows I am. And if you want to manifest faster, affirm it's done now. Remembering that what you can imagine, you can manifest. Your imagination and elevated emotion is your biggest manifestation hack. I am so happy and grateful now that money and clients flow to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources in increasing quantities on a consistent and daily basis. That's an adaptation of a Bob Proctor money affirmation. It is so powerful. It is so simple. What I would like you to do, though, is go into your specifics, because as I said yesterday, you have a specific money frequency. So it's one thing affirming, I'm so happy and grateful that money and clients come to me. How much and how many specifically? And if you missed this, go back and watch on the replay yesterday. I will continue with this in a moment though. But you need to get into your specific money frequency and affirm that. Imagine that. Feel into that, to the point that you not only believe it's possible, you see it done. You know it's done. You are delulu until it comes tralulu, as the 20-year-olds would say, right? But it isn't really delusion, it's reality. Anything that has been physically manifest first started as an idea, as a desire, as a vibration. Everything you want, everything you desire, everything you have an idea and a vision of already exists as a frequency. And so your job is to match that frequency, to come into alignment with that. You're not guessing anything, you're not making anything, you're not creating anything. It's already here, it's already available. So it's coming into alignment with those clients, with the money, with the experiences, with the opportunities, with the people, places, things. It's already here. Can I get a hell yes, please? And then once you've affirmed that for yourself in your notebooks, if you would like to, I would love for you to share that in the comments as well, whether you're here live or on the replay. Please affirm, I am so happy and grateful now. And if you would like to elaborate on that, please do. What are you so happy and grateful now? Ubaid shared an important message with my audience yesterday on social media platforms, inspired by the learnings from yesterday. Authenticity is the highest frequency. Yes, great takeaway. Thank you for reaffirming and sharing that. That's one of my favorites that I come back to. This is proven. Manifestation isn't magic, it's a frequency, and it isn't woo, spiritual, mystical BS. It is, these spiritual laws are grounded in and backed up by science now. Not that we needed that. We don't need proof of it, right? But it is backed up, right? And this is really where kind of East meets West, right? We've got, you know, these advancements in science now affirming what has been practiced for centuries in many cultures around the world, what has been known in our bones and our cell and our DNA forever. But some people are more logical thinkers. I have many people who are very logical, who feel like manifestation is true, that universal laws are true, but there's a part of them that's like, yeah, but how? And that was me too, actually. I am mostly intuitively led. I'm mostly a right brain creative, but I'm very curious and I always want to know why. I like to understand the mechanical workings of things. And so while I shared yesterday as well, when I first read The Secret, I was like, yes, this really resonates deeply with me. This is what I know to be true. You know, when you read something, you hear something, you connect with something, you learn something, you're like, I know that, and I inherently know this to be true. But in this human journey, we've picked up so many limiting beliefs and fears and insecurities, and our amazing head brain wants to know how. And so experiments like the Spain scale of emotion have proven the how, have shown that authenticity is the highest frequency. When people are being their most authentic selves, whatever that is in each and every moment, we are most magnetic, which is why we connect so deeply. And this is going to connect to your messaging in business and social media as well. We resonate more deeply with someone's authenticity when we share our stories, when we share what's most personal. And you may have heard the phrase, what's most personal is most universal. We all connect through stories, right? I love that. Anything else? Anyone want to affirm? Whether you want to affirm what it is you're manifesting, at the very least, please now in the chat box type, I am so happy and grateful now. I am so happy and grateful now. Elaborate on that if you would like to. If not, just affirming I am so happy and grateful now with feeling is putting you in a really high frequency, powerful place to create, to manifest, to receive. So before we dive into business strategy, to scaling with strategy and energetic alignment, I am here for you today. This masterclass, this second part of our masterclass on manifestation meets business, I want to make sure that you walk away, if you're here live especially, with exactly what you need and desire. So take a second to tune into that. I want you to ask really smart, specific questions. What questions do you have for me today for your business to scale in strategy or energetic alignment? What is it that you desire to achieve, receive by the end of this year? And what specific questions do you have for me today so that we can dive into a really powerful masterclass that is bespoke for you? If you're here live, congratulations, because you have me live coaching, right? I'm here to really dive into your questions. So use this opportunity if you're here live. If you're on the replay, keep the questions coming. But if you're here live, this is your opportunity to be coached by me, to have your questions answered by me, to get into specific, clear, intentional strategy and energetic alignment that is bespoke for you. So you're going to receive your own quantum leap today. You're going to get your questions answered and you're going to walk away with a very clear, intentional practice for your energetic alignment and for scaling with strategy. So let's make this really specific for you. Tune into what questions you have for me, type them in the chat box, and we will get into them in the Q&A. Okay, yesterday I spoke about having Business 101, have a product, believe in it, sell it. I want to start there with scaling with strategy, because for you to scale your business, whether you're just creating a new business, new products, new services, or you already have products and services and you want to either refine them or you want to grow your business, maybe you're growing to your first or your next 6 figures, or maybe you're at the 7-figure mark, wherever you're at, now is the time. I love this time of year as we record this in September to get really intentional and a head start on the year ahead, right? I really love fall for getting super intentional with my goals so that I know, okay, in the final quarter of this year, this can be the best quarter of your life in your business and in your career and in your life. This can be the best quarter ever. You've got a couple of weeks in September to get super intentional about the final quarter. Because for you to scale with strategy, you have to, as in any manifestation, know exactly, specifically, clearly, intentionally what it is you want. So that starts with having a product or service. What is your current product or service? Or what is the product or service that you're creating? You need to know exactly what that is, and you need to know exactly who it's for and why. So take a moment to write that down. What is your product and service at this stage of your business? What's its purpose? Who's it for and why? That has to be really clear. You need to know your product or service inside out. You need to know who it's for. You need to know why it's for them. What is the solution it provides? What's the problem that it solves? And what's the solution that it is offering your customers or clients? That has to be really clear, because if you're not clear on that, your marketing is going to be way off and your messaging. You've got to believe in it and yourself. And I'm going to come back to that because that's more of the energetics. Let's stick to the strategy. And then you've got to sell it. That's business. Have a product, believe in it, sell it. That's it. It's no more complicated than that. Selling is service. If you're in business, you are in sales, but sales is really service. So we're coming away from the old paradigms of sales, which is icky and sleazy and, you know, used car salesman kind of ideas. No, it is you being of service. It is you knowing your product and service, loving it, so that you are happy to shout from the rooftops about it because you're so passionate about what you do, what you offer, and how it helps, because your clients are looking for you right now. They're looking for the solution you have. They're looking for the service you offer and the problems that you solve. They're looking for the way your product service program makes their life easier. So it is your job to love it and to shout from the rooftops about it, to be of service. And how we be of service is by knowing our business model. How much money you need in design. We went through this yesterday in more detail, so go back and watch day one if you want a reminder on that. How many products or services we need to sell to reach that amount. You also need to know exactly who your clients are and where they are. So whether you are connecting on social media or in person or a combination, you need to have a really clear marketing strategy for showing up and getting in front of your ideal clients, ideal customers every single day. Now, for me, that's mostly been organic social media. Social media has worked very well for me over the last decade of online coaching, online business, online products and services. I have used it to build communities like our Manifestation Freak community. We have a Facebook group right now of about 1,600 people. I have used it to build my email list. I have used it to grow my Instagram and TikTok to over 200,000 people. I have reached millions on social media, sometimes with just one video. One of my TikTok videos reached 3 million people. It went super viral. Some of my other TikTok videos and Instagram videos have reached hundreds of thousands. Some have reached tens of thousands. Some don't do very well. Right now, my TikTok's not performing very well, but I want you to know that that's okay. Whether you reach millions or hundreds or even 10 people, I want you to always remember they are real people. If you had 5 or 10 people standing in front of you right now saying, I love what you do, can you tell me more about it? You'd be delighted, right? If 5 or 10 people walked into your office or walked into your living room or walked up to you in the street and said, I've seen you on social media, I loved your video on, can you tell me more about that, please? I'd love to work with you. You'd be like, wow, thank you. Yeah, of course. Let me tell you more. So remember, they're not numbers. We're not going for vanity metrics and empty numbers here. It doesn't matter about the likes, engagement, comments. Of course, I mean, it does, because again, they're real people. But what matters is that you remember that each and every one of them are human. They're people, they're souls who are saying, I like what you do. I would like to hear more, please. Every single person on your email list, whether that's 1 or 1 million, every single follower on social media, celebrate them. We all start at 0. So when you get that first follower, celebrate them. That's one person that's just walked into your office. That's one person that's just walked into your room. Celebrate them big time. And make sure you are selling to them. You are serving them. How you're going to do that to your next 6 figures or your next multi-6 figures or your next 7 figures is getting really connected and specific about your numbers. So it needs to make sense. If you have a product right now that is tens of dollars or even hundreds, then it's going to potentially take you a long time to reach the numbers that you need to reach financially to make the impact that you're here to make. If you have products and services that are thousands, that are 4 figures and 5 figures, it's going to be much faster for you to make that impact. So typically in business, we start off with high investment offers. So that is your one-to-one, that is your masterminds. I scaled my business to my first 6 figures, in fact, my first multi-6 figures with one-to-one coaching alone, because it was at least 4 figures to work with me, scaling up to 5 figures. So then just with a handful of clients at 5 figures, there's 6 figures right there, right? Just 10 people at 10K. So then you work backwards from there. with what's in alignment for you, what's most in alignment for you, price-wise, product-wise, service-wise, and what makes most sense that matches your how much, how many, who, and where. It all has to make sense financially. Do you have any questions on that specifically, personally, for where you're at with your business? I'm so happy and grateful now that clients flow to me easily and effortlessly, who want to work with me virtually, who purchase my workout programs on a consistent and daily basis. Change that language slightly. Who want to purchase? They've purchased it. They don't want to, they have, right? We're affirming everything is done. I'm creating a digital travel agency focusing on making travel experiences personalized and seamless for our ideal clients wanting to travel for cultural tourism, for health and wellness travel. Yes, I love that. Again, slight adjustment in language. I have a digital, even if you're only creating it right now, you need to affirm to your subconscious, you need to affirm to yourself, you need to embody the identity of it's done. I have, and this is true for affirming it to yourself, but also when you meet people. So when you meet, if you're at, out to dinner with friends and a new acquaintance says, oh, what do you do? We're never saying, oh, I hope to, or I am creating. We're affirming, I have a digital travel agency focusing on making travel experiences personalized and seamless for our clients who travel. They don't want to, they do. They already travel. They already invest with you. And then, so often the next question is, but what if they then come back and say, I want to book with you? Then you say, okay, great, give me your details and I'll let you know when our next product is available. We are currently rebuilding our website or recreating the website. I will take your details. Let me have your details and I'll let you know as soon as that's available. You already are. Affirm it. It's done. It's done. It's done. I'm so happy and grateful now that clients flow to me easily and effortlessly, who want to work with me virtually, who work with me. I'm so happy and grateful now that clients flow to me easily and effortlessly, who invest in working with me virtually, who have purchased my workout programs. So this is a catch all the time, right? We all say it. It's just have fun with it. Like there's no, you don't have to, but it just is affirming it's done, it's done, it's done. I love that. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing. So questions on your products before we move on. Are you really clear on what your product is? Caroline, Ube, thank you so much for sharing that. Anyone else affirming your products and services before we move on, and any questions on your existing products or services? Have a product, believe in it, sell it. So how are you getting out there every day and getting in front of the clients who are looking for you right now? It is your job to be in front of them on social media. As I shared earlier, I have mostly over the last decade shared my work online organically and built a community and grown my business organically. I have also been able to create incredible opportunities like publishing my book, speaking on stages globally, including at the Awakened Woman Conference in Bali, Vogue Cafe in London, the Mind Body Spirit Festival in the UK. I've just spoken at a couple of festivals here in the UK as well. All of these opportunities have also come to me through social media, through organic marketing on social media. And that is one thing that is really amazing these days, is that we have free marketing available to us on social media that we didn't have. Honestly, when I started in business almost 20 years ago, it was more about picking up the phone and speaking to people, right? And doing business the old school way and knocking on doors. Have a product, believe in it, sell it. Keep the main thing the main thing. Wherever you're at right now, whether you're just creating or you're growing your business, keep the main thing the main thing. Where I see entrepreneurs and business owners not doing so well or struggling to bring in the clients and the money is because they're trying to do too many things at once, especially when you're just starting out. If you're following too many people, being coached by too many people, offering too many things, it gets really confusing and the energy is really scattered. Stick to one main social media platform, stick to one main offering, product, service, stick to working with one coach or mentor that you really align with to help you grow to that next level. The clients that have worked with me exclusively for the one specific thing in their business, I'm not saying you only need to work with one coach, but in one area. So if you're working with a PT, work with one PT until you start getting those results, because everyone has different ways of working, different ways of doing things. And it takes time working with coaches and mentors to build up momentum and to start seeing changes. And the clients that you see on my website having the most extraordinary results and breakthroughs and shifts and manifestations are the ones who work with me consistently, because I get to know them really well. And we build up momentum. We really work specifically on their business, on their mindset, because again, you have a unique manifestation frequency, you have a unique money frequency, you have a unique business that you're building or growing. And when you work really intensely with one person and one community to build that, you're really, really focused. Does that make sense? And let me know if you've experienced that with your clients as well. If you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're a service-based professional, you'll notice that for yourself as well. It's the clients that you work with consistently over time that have the biggest breakthroughs and quantum leaps, especially in coaching. This is the same with therapy and healing and things like that as well. And this is what really changed my life back in 2015, when I got really intentional about my business growth. Is I invested, and I spoke about this a little bit yesterday, I invested initially $40,000 in working with one specific coach on my business. And then I had another specific coach who I was working with personally in a slightly different capacity. But I really stuck with those people in 2015, 2016, 2017, and I had quantum leap after quantum leap after quantum leap. And so did my clients as a result of that. When you are also supported, you can then, as you're quantum leaping, you offer that to your friends and your family and your community and your clients, right? Because you're being supported yourself. So the biggest things that made the biggest difference in my life were investing in my own coaches and mentors and learning about business. I was trying to figure it out myself. We can all figure it out ourselves. Then you can Google anything these days, right? But I worked with my coach on my business specifically, and I went from living hand to mouth in 2014 in the first year of my coaching business, and really just struggling and constantly on that wheel of client creation, to my first 5-figure month, a month after investing in working with a coach specifically on my business. I invested for a whole year as well, which is hence the 40,000 investment. I invested for a year, one-on-one and in an intimate mastermind. And then very quickly saw consistent 5-figure months coming in. It was not by accident. It was very much intentional. It was me getting intentional about what I wanted, about what I needed to do to make that happen, and investing in myself and my business. So invest in yourself and your business is the best thing you will ever do in your life, right? And then know that it does take time. There is a gap between the manifestation and the vibration and the manifestation, between the idea, the want, the desire of something, and it physically manifesting. So the idea, the want, the desire that you have right now, there is going to be a bit of a gap, but that gap gets collapsed when you are supported, when you are very quickly coming into alignment, when you know what you want and you get your mindset, energy, and actions aligned with that, when you're being supported by your coach and mentor to make sure that you believe what you want is not only possible, it is done, that you fully embody the energetics of what you want being done, and you know exactly the consistent actions to take to scale your business. So you have your product, you know what it is, who it's for, who it serves, and why. And you are committed to getting out there and being of service, of selling every day. Focus on one main social media platform before you go on to any others, so that you can really scale that, learn how that works, master that, be visible on that. And selling from there, from your short form content of social media into longer form content, so that people can get to know you better. That looks like taking them from social media into your email list, into your community, because we don't own social media. It can change anytime. My Facebook, for example, was closed down with no apparent warning or reason. There was a reason. My Facebook was hacked, which then massively, it closed down my Facebook, it closed down my Instagram. My Instagram's back up, but it's really impacted. So thank goodness I have an email list. So you want to make sure you're getting people from your social media into your email list. I know this isn't new to most of you, but this is a reminder of the importance of that. Many people I know have had their social media shut down, taken down, shadow banned, impacted, because we don't own it. The algorithm changes all the time. So don't be ruled by that. Get people as quickly as possible from your social media into your community. So that looks like offering something for free, like this free masterclass, where people give their email in exchange for that, right? So get people into then also your community, and your long form content looks like your newsletters. For me, it's also my podcast and my YouTube channel, where people over time get to know you much better. So they're connecting. So the prosperous coach method for client creation is 4 things: connect, invite, create, propose. And when you read that book, you'll go into that in more depth. I am somewhat of an expert, having worked on this for about 15 years now or so. Connect is about connecting and starting that relationship. So that looks like on social media, where people first come across your content and they like it. They're like, wow, and that you've had that connection. They followed you, they've liked, engaged, you've connected and started a relationship, right? Or in person, that is your first conversation. Invite is then you inviting them to experience your work further by inviting them onto your email list, inviting them to your YouTube, inviting them to your podcast. Every single social media post, every single interaction should come with a call to action, making sure that you're letting them know how to learn more about you, how to get more information, how you can serve them more, how they can experience more about your work and your world. Connect, invite, create is next. Then you're creating a relationship. Over time, on YouTube, on your podcast, on your email list, in your community, you are building a relationship with them. And then the final one is propose. You are consistently, once you've built a relationship, proposing how they can take the next step and work with you. So you'll consistently hear me talking about on here, on my social media, in my newsletters. You can come and work with me in Impact Millions if you want to create, grow, or elevate your business. If you want to take your business to your first or next 6 figures, you can come and work with us in the Manifestation Freak course. If you want to learn more about intentional manifestation, you can come and work with me privately in a VIP day or virtually if you want to quantum leap and take your business from 6 figures to multi 6 figures, 7 figures and beyond. If you want to get on global stages, that is how you're going to work with me. So I want you to be that unapologetic and that comfortable talking about what you offer all the time. Every single interaction should be an opportunity for a call to action. But as naturally as possible, we're proposing in a way that is aligned with our work, with our clients, with where they're at, making sure that it is a good fit and you have a relationship. Because just like in dating, you're not going to propose on the first date, right? Well, you might, but it probably won't go very well. So any questions on that? Products, sales, client creation. This is scalable to millions. This is what I have personally used at every level of my business for mostly organic sales, for impacting millions. Connect, invite, create, propose, rinse and repeat the simple things, because the one thing that will never change in business is that it's all about relationships. Deeply caring about who it is you're speaking to. So keep the main thing the main thing. One main product, one main social media, one clear main funnel for taking them through that connect, invite, create, propose process before you expand. If you ever do, I know plenty of people who only work one-on-one and have scaled their one-to-one coaching practices to millions. I know people who only have one mastermind and they launch that once a year and that is the only way to work with them. I know people who have one online course and that is their signature program. So it may be that you have one signature program or product that is all you focus on, and that keeps it really, really simple. You don't have to have millions of products or services. Some people like to. That we also in Impact Millions help you create your entire offer suite. So if you do want to have one-to-one masterminds and you want to have like group program online courses and memberships, we're helping you to create your online courses as well. So it is entirely up to you whether you have one product or service. I recommend starting there before you create an entire offer suite. But we also help you make sure that your offer suite makes sense. So for example, if you have an online course like Impact Millions, and that is anywhere between, let's say, 2,000 to 3,500, you have an online course. Actually, it could be even less than that. You could have an online course anywhere from $500 or whatever your currency is, up to three, let's say. So 500 to 3 is kind of standard online course territory. With that being your signature program, you only need a handful of clients every week, every month to reach your income goals. So it could be that you have a hard launch once a year or the first time that you run it, and then that could be evergreen. So you could have one signature online course that you sell over and over again. There are lots of people out there right now doing this with things like master resale rights, where there is a course that's created and then you can buy that, learn from it, and then sell it on. What I'm seeing with things like that, though, is that because it's not personal, you're selling somebody else's product. Often for people, it doesn't work because we're not really that passionate about it. We're doing it because we think we can make a lot of money from it. So what I recommend with an online course, with a signature course, with your product or service or whatever your main thing is, you love it. Even if you are reselling somebody else's, do you really want to do it? Do you love it? Are you passionate about it? Because when you're passionate about it, you're going to sell it. And also you're going to be magnetic because you love talking about it. You love what you do. You are so passionate about your product and service. That is felt. Authenticity is the highest frequency. So people feel that and they'll be magnetized to you and your work because you're so passionate about what you're talking about, right? So how we become magnetic is being really passionate about what we do. Authenticity is the highest frequency, so that is where your magnetism really comes into action, is really activated. But your passion, that is contagious. When people see you talking about what you do, loving what you do, it doesn't mean that it's free of challenges. No one's life or business is, but it means that you are so activated by it that you're activating others. They see you so passionately talking about what you do, what you offer, how it helps people, how it's changing lives, unapologetically telling everyone you need to come into Impact Millions because it is life-changing. You need to work with me in Manifestation Freak and Impact Millions because it is changing lives, and I need to get this in the hands of as many people as possible. It is going to see your 10-year plan collapse into a 1-year plan. It is going to see what you thought was going to be a next year thing happen by the end of this year. And that is the power of working with me in Impact Millions and Manifestation Freak. How does your product or service do the same? What is the promise of your product or service? Or not the promise, but what is the problem it solves? What is the solution it provides? What are the results that your clients can expect from using your service? How is it going to make their life easier? How is it the answer to their prayers? Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what your products or service is. And how does it help people? What is the transformation? Or what is the problem it solves? I'm finding it challenging to reverse engineer projected financials for my business plan before I submit the plan to the banks or investors. Okay, so what is it that you're finding most challenging about that? Is there a particular part of the reverse engineering that is like, what do you have a specific question for me? Is a better question. Do you have a specific question for me on that? And is there a particular thing that you're finding challenging? So it has to make sense with your how much, how many. How much money do you need and desire to be coming in for the year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever the plan is that you're submitting? And then reverse engineering that and working backwards looks like, okay, if you project that, need and desire that for the year, for each year, then working backwards from that, what does that mean each month needs to be? And then aligning that with your product, your service, with your travel service. How many clients or how many customers need to come in each month to reach that number? So you need to know that how many, and then the how. Where are they coming from? So that's the reverse engineering. So we start with the end of the year. What is the how much you need and desire to be coming in? What is your unique money frequency there? How many clients or customers do you need to reach that? So if they're going to be investing a certain amount to use your service, if you have a monthly membership, for example, how many people do you need to be coming in each month? Or if you're getting a certain percentage from sales, let me know how it works as well, so we can make this bespoke and specific for you. Let me know. And anyone else, Do you have any specific questions for me on your business specifically? Let's get into the details for you. Yeah, you're so welcome. Any other, so from what I've said there, where do we go from here? Do you have any other questions from that, or does that answer your question? And thank you for sharing it. I'm so excited for your amazing service to get out there. And this is the beginning of something very, very powerful, beautiful. It is so successful. I see it already. It's done. Okay, we've got about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour left. So I want to start getting into your specific questions. So let me know, connected to your product, your money, your business model, your client creation model, what are your questions? Let's go. One of the fastest things, someone's asked, how do I really become magnetic and embody the future me? It was a really great question. Thank you. Because this is really 90% of the work. The strategy part that we've just tapped into a little bit, knowing your numbers, being really clear on your product and your service and your messaging is really such a small percentage, is the action part. What is most important is that you know what you want and you embody it. So this is being really clear and specific about what you want. So by the end of this year, financially, what do you want? Client-wise, experience, opportunities. And then using your imagination to see it as if it's done. As often as you can, preferably before you fall asleep each night. You want to be focused on your manifestation as if you're already living it, using your imagination to see yourself in that reality, elevating your emotion to feel the feelings you feel in having that reality, in having that experience, in having the banks say, yes, here's your money, in having clients say, how do I pay you? Seeing the money come into your Stripe account, seeing the money come into your bank account, seeing yourself working with those clients. Take it to the end. See yourself living in the end, as Neville Goddard talks about. What is the end? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? And more importantly, how do you show up differently? How does that version of you, the multimillionaire version of you, the public speaking version of you, the published author version of you, whatever it is you're manifesting, how does that version of you speak? How do they hold themselves? How do they walk in the world? Start walking in the world as that version of you now. And this isn't fake it till you make it or BS positivity or being like anyone else. This is about you really showing up as your highest expression. It is about you dressing and speaking and nourishing yourself as you would if you were really taking care of yourself as at the highest level. Our mantra that I shared yesterday and again today is, and this is the era of being radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy. So if you are your most radiantly healthy self, how are you walking, talking? What are you eating? What are you consuming in every way? Who are you surrounded by? What conversations are you having? What thoughts are you focused on? What are you speaking? If you are deeply loved, who is in your life? Who's in your inner circle? Who do you allow access to you? What are your relationships like, and are they aligned? Seeking out people who are aligning with that deep love that you desire and deserve. And the relationship you have with yourself not only sets the tone and foundation for every other relationship you'll have, it sets the tone and foundation for your entire life. So it starts with radical self-responsibility and loving ourselves deeply. So if you want to be loved deeply by your partner, or more deeply, if you want to improve the quality of your current relationships, if you want to be in really beautiful, powerful, nourishing friendships and client relationships, you have to love yourself at that level, deeply loving yourself, nourishing yourself, taking care of yourself, which comes back to the affirmation and the voice that I heard that I shared yesterday of take care of yourself and I'll take care of the rest. That really is everything. That's the foundation for everything. If you take care of yourself and love yourself, this is why every single spiritual teacher repeats this over and over and over and over again. And this isn't just surface level self-love, take yourself off to a spa and do a bit of yoga. No. If you can really, truly love yourself deeply in the most grounded, loving, nourishing way, you watch as everyone starts reflecting that back to you, because our external relationships with other people are reflecting back to us what we believe we are worthy of, our level of self-worth and self-respect, our energetic boundaries. Because when you truly love yourself, you are unavailable for anything less than the highest love in return, the highest energetic exchange. And it naturally happens because when we're naturally operating at that frequency, others reflect it back to us. They shift with us or they move out of our experience, right? Is what happens. How does that resonate? The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone and foundation for every other relationship and your entire life experience. This is what really changed everything for me and everyone else I know who has achieved a high level of success in business and relationships and every life area. When we get clear on the life that we want and we make it a non-negotiable, when we make radiant health, deep love, and FU wealth non-negotiable, we start walking in the world differently. We start setting clearer boundaries around what we are and are not available. But really, all of this comes down to choice and intention. Those two words are so powerful when it comes to scaling your business. Making the choice for what you want and what you are and are not available for. Being really intentional about your energy, your thought focus, and your actions, because that is what is creating your reality. What you believe to be true about yourself, your self-concept, what you believe to be true about yourself and possible for you in the world, what you choose to believe to be possible for you and in the world, is really starting the manifestation in motion, right? You're going to experience things in your physical reality, in your business, in your bank account that are in alignment with your frequency, starting with your self-concept of what you believe to be true about yourself. And this is the deep work that I'm doing privately with my clients. We are working on their subconscious coding, on what it is they believe to be true about themselves, the stories that they've been telling themselves over years, decades, since the beginning of their life. And then we are recoding them so they support what they actually want to experience. And things shift really fast. You'll hear that from my private clients time and time again. I have received more money than ever before while doing so much less than ever before. I have taken my business to multi-six figures within the first year. I have started working with clients all around the world. I am living in my Pinterest board is my favorite one. Because when you start to believe in what you desire and that you are worthy to receive it, guess what? You start receiving it. You manifest what you believe you're worthy to receive, and then we'll take it to the next level with energetics. You'll keep what you have the capacity to hold. Like, I'll raise my hand here. I used to have a pattern of manifesting and then sabotaging, like receiving large amounts of money and then getting rid of it very quickly, because I used to have a story, a subconscious story, belief that I could only have love or money, not both. And it took me until I was 35 to uncover that limiting belief. And that was a huge quantum shift for me when I realized, wow, I've been believing that I can only have love or money. So no wonder I've always been loved, never doubted, because I chose love. Subconsciously, I believed I could only have love or money, and I chose love. So whenever I would manifest money, I would unconsciously self-sabotage. I would spend it, get rid of it, because I had a subconscious coding that said, if you don't get rid of this money, then you'll have to sacrifice love. And I always subconsciously chose love. Now I choose and have both, because it all starts with choice and intention, and then intentionally coding that as your reality. What the mind can believe, can conceive and believe, it will achieve, right? Or whatever that quote is. Napoleon Hill, I think that is. Correct me if I'm wrong. What the mind can conceive and believe, it will achieve. So this is, again, your brain and body not knowing the difference between an experience you've lived in your physical reality or one you've lived in your imagination with elevated emotion. So your choice, choose what you want to believe, choose what you want to experience, and then get yourself to a place of believing it's done, seeing it done. Use your imagination and intentional thought focus to program your subconscious mind with elevated emotion that it is done, it is done, it is done. Can I get a hell yes in the comments, please? Let me know that you are going to or are choosing this for yourself. How much budget should be set aside for employing digital marketing strategies to scale our product service? And when is an ideal time to outsource this work to a third-party marketing agency? Great question. So it depends on how much budget you have, honestly. If you don't have a budget right now, then you will be doing that yourself initially. So it really, so here's how I did it initially. All of my money initially went into coaches and mentors. That is the first and most important hire in your business, because coaches and mentors are going to help you collapse timelines, because your mindset is everything. Your mindset in business and your energetics in business are what are going to help you move the vision forwards. You also working with coaches and mentors so you can see beyond the vision. So we're going to do an exercise on that in a moment, which is really powerful. So that was my first hire that changed everything. It meant that I went from 0 to multi-5 figures very, very quickly, and 6 figures very, very quickly in that first year of investing. So 2014, I was trying to do it all by myself, figure it all out by myself. I was investing in a few coaches here and there and a few courses here and there. 2015, I really got, holy shit, like everyone who is super successful, 6-figure months and beyond that I'm looking at here, they're not doing it on their own. They are supported first and foremost by coaches and mentors. And then when you start seeing the money coming in, then you can look at investing it in external marketing services. So my next hire was actually a virtual assistant, so that I could outsource anything. The first things that you should outsource actually are things that don't make you any money. So my first hire, private coaching and masterminds. That meant that I started seeing 5-figure months, multi-5-figure months and beyond coming in. My next investment were to outsource anything. So anything that makes you less than thousands should be outsourced, because it's really not worth your time and energy. As a business owner, your focus should be on bringing in like 5 figures plus, really. Anything less than that. So this is in business and personally. Outsource cleaning, house cleaning, gardening, shopping, admin in your business. Anything that is going to take you hours to do but make you no money or not much money, outsource it, because the amount that you're going to be paying someone to clean your house, or a personal assistant to do your admin tasks in your business, or a VA to do admin tasks in your business, for example, the amount you're paying them to do those tasks is going to mean that you're freeing up those hours to focus on the tasks that are going to make you 5 figures plus. Make sense? That you outsource as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and you start with the things that you would spend hours on that actually is going to cost you $40 an hour, for example, to outsource. But it means that the time and energy you free up, you can focus on the tasks that are going to bring you in a lot more. They're the first hires. And then when you have money and the budget, then you start investing in digital marketing strategies, social media agencies, advertising. I did organic. I still mainly do organic, actually, because I didn't get great results with external digital marketing. For me as a coach, your business is slightly different, but for me as a coach, with a personal brand, and any of you who have personal brands, and this is not a rule, but there are some of us who do it organically and it works the best because people buy into us. Whenever I've outsourced, my marketing, social media, ads, funnels, it's not worked particularly well for me because I've had somebody else doing it and it's not been my energy. My energy, your energy, is your most valuable currency. And so if you have a personal brand, do as much of your own marketing, meaning you are the face, you are the front. Write your own content, do your own videos, show up yourself, because no one, including AI, are going to do it in the purest resonant frequency that you will. And be supported by all means, invest in ads and digital marketing. And if you have a product-based or a service-based business that is separate from your personal brand, like Obaid does here, then absolutely outsource that stuff, funnels, advertising, marketing, but do it once you have the budget to invest, right? Outsource those other things first, because they're not going to make you any money. Whereas doing your own marketing initially, you can. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions on that? Yeah, okay, cool. Hell yes. Hell yes. Love it. Okay, where are we at? Gosh, time is flying. I'm transitioning from healthcare career and now also learning to become a transformational life coach, executive coach, as I work on. Amazing. I love that. That is a natural transition for you. So many of, I cannot tell you, and which really surprised me in the early days, how many of my clients are doctors, lawyers, bankers, are in really specific professional, like really focused professional careers, who then want more freedom and creativity. And also the transition from those kind of careers to become a coach is so, it just makes sense. And they're some of my most successful coaching clients, like my clients who are doctors and lawyers and bankers and have had really skilled, focused professional careers. You are a coach. You are already a coach. You actually don't even need to learn to become a coach. You're coaching day in, day out in your healthcare career. I guarantee it that a massive part of your work is coaching. You're doing your specific job in healthcare, but doctors, nurses, especially anyone in healthcare, even in admin, a lot of what you're doing is patient care, is coaching, is helping people with the mindset and the energy and the belief and the support, right? And I guarantee that most of you watching this, whether you're a coach or not, you are coaching in some capacity in whatever it is you do. I know that because I know most people who are drawn to my work are professionals in the careers that I've mentioned, are healers of some kind, are intuitive, are intelligent people who have created an incredible amount of success in one career area. And you have so many transferable skills and some of the best coaches in the world don't have formal qualifications because they've had a previous career that they were coaching in. They've then created coaching programs based on, you're not going to coach anyone outside of what you know, right? Coaching, mentoring, you're creating programs around one specific problem usually. So my coaching qualifications were as a transformational coach. So I did transformational coaching as my main coaching skills, life coaching skills. And then I went on to study multi-brain integration and NLP and law of attraction because I was more interested in the universal laws as well, and marrying the two. So I'm really excited for you transitioning and learning coaching. And then it's learning the business of coaching. So that's often where my clients come to me, because they are coaches, mentors, consultants, service-based professionals, want online businesses, and they've learned how to become coaches, but they haven't learned the business of coaching. So this, what we're talking about today, is the business of coaching, is the business of mentoring, service-based business, and online business. So it doesn't even matter whether you're a coach, mentor, or service-based. If you're watching this, if you've come across this by accident, you're like, oh, I like what you're talking about, but it doesn't apply to me because I'm a dog walker or I'm a chef. Whatever it is you do, the best thing you can do with it even if you aren't working, maybe you're a stay-at-home parent right now, you have some knowledge that you can turn into an online course and highly profitable business. Online courses, it's one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now, as well as coaching. So you can take something that you know, how to play the guitar, how to walk dogs safely in a pack of 4, how to I don't know, whatever, how to speak French, anything that you know, you can turn into an online course that you can sell over and over and over again. Just like Impact Millions, right? This is one of my main now. We've just done the beta round. We're now going into the evergreen version of Impact Millions, which will sell over and over and over again. So I ask you this, do you currently have an online course, whatever it is you do? If not, this will be the most powerful part of your business. Even if you also offer private coaching, masterminds at the high end of your business, and you still want to do that, having an online course means that you can take the things that you teach over and over and over again, package them into an online course, or you can take any idea of something you want to teach, turn it into an online course, an 8 to 12 module course, put it online. That's what we're doing in Impact Millions. Caroline has just done that in Impact Millions. I'd love for you to share in the comments, what is your program, Caroline? What is your program, your online program? If you can hear that, my dog's scratching in the background. I'm just going to have some electrolytes and hydration. Empower Fit, yes. Tell us more. What is Empower Fit do? What is it? Tell us the specifics of the course you've created in Impact Millions. Empower Fit, who's it for? What does it do? How can people join you? It's been so gorgeous to see your journey. So Caroline, I hope you don't mind me sharing, came to us in Impact Millions, having already set up an online business in one area. She's an incredible personal trainer, but was selling another course in another area with a focus on business and online courses. And it wasn't working at the level that you wanted. Is that correct when you first came to us? And then when we got into it in Impact Millions, what we went into was exactly her unique gifts and skills and expertise and what she really wants to talk about and teach. And it took a little while, didn't it? As in the beginning, when you were going through the early modules of getting clear on what your message was. Yeah, perfect. So now what she's created is an online course, an online business that is completely aligned. So it's a 3-phase strength training program with mindset modules for women in midlife. Yeah. So when Caroline first came to us, couldn't get any momentum, was in a fog with that. Thank you for sharing. Do you want to come on and tell us about it? Let me know if you do. Good practice for you. See how I challenge my clients. Right, any questions? We've got about 15 minutes left or so, and I would love to dive into your questions. What specific questions do you have for me on scaling with strategy? So a reminder of how you're going to do that really simply is I want you to really niche and focus down on the main thing being the main thing. Your main message. What is your main core message? What is your main core signature program? What is your main social media focus? And what is your main long form content? So where do people go from social media to experience your work more deeply? And that may look like a combination of free long form content. So that's podcast, YouTube, for example, and also in your community, your email list. So something that people can sign up for free. Just like for Impact Millions, for example, we have a 3 Impact Millions intensive. So people can sign up for that on my Instagram. So on my Instagram, there is a free business bundle, Impact Millions business bundle. And it's a 3-part video series that we ran live initially. And people can sign up for that for free, and a masterclass that tells everyone all about Impact Millions. That is a free training that then people come into my community and list with as well. So you can have an example of that. And I know many of you probably already do if you're scaling your business right now, but does that need to change? because maybe what was working won't work at the next level. So it's time to really refine at this level of your business. And sometimes it's not even refining. Sometimes it's I've been there many times where it's not that it doesn't work anymore, it's that I don't want to do it anymore. So we get to a certain point in business often, especially in service-based businesses, where we've been teaching the same thing over and over and over again, and we're like, this isn't what I want to teach anymore. I've evolved and grown, and so is my message, and so is what I want to teach now. And so you'll see a lot of coaches and mentors and consultants change direction, either when it's not working anymore, or we just don't want to do it anymore. I have unapologetically changed my brand over the years. You heard me yesterday talk about 10 years ago, starting my blog, Bodhi Babes, which was my initial community for women who wanted to grow their confidence and their businesses and their brands. And we've gone from Bodhi Babes, the main brands have gone from Bodhi Babes to Soulfire Sessions, which was a brand for a long time. And that's evolved into what's now Manifestation Freak and our Amplified and Impact Millions community. So Manifestation Freak is my main brand, and we work on manifestation and business combined. That's the foundational course of Manifestation Freak, is all about mindset and manifestation and energetics in health, love, and money, all life areas. And then from there, Impact Millions is how you're going to create, grow, and elevate your business and your brand. And then we've got Amplified, which is my Amplified Woman Mastermind for, that's mainly for women, that one, who want to get onto global stages. We have other masterminds as well, helping people to scale their businesses beyond 6 figures and working with me privately. So that's my offer suite. That's my brand evolution. And now that is really my core work, and it's going to stick around for a while because it's so well publicized now. I'm not changing Manifestation Freak. Now we've got the book out, Forbes features and Vogue features. Manifestation Freak is really out there in a big way. And it's the work that I love the most, as I've learned over the last decade of coaching and online business specifically. This is the message, the work that I love talking about the most. Yes, I'm helping people grow their businesses, but manifestation is the foundation for that. And so you'll see on my social media, I'm mostly talking about intentional manifestation. And then we lead into, because the strategy is easy. It's bespoke and specific to you, but it's really easy. Have a product. We're going to create your product with you. Your coaching programs, your services, your memberships, whatever it is, we're going to create that with you in Impact Millions. And we're going to help you with the belief to get out there, because every day, and we're starting back this week as well, so it's a great time to join us. This week, every single day, people are in our Facebook group. Every single week, I'm live like this, going into specifics on each module, going into specifics on manifestation and mindset, and supporting clients with their specific questions. So imagine having a community that you are supported in every single week. You can come and ask your questions. You can come and share your celebrations. You can come and ask for, and that's ever evolving and growing. And once you're in, like, you have that community supporting you. And that's what changed my life. Caroline, like, how has Impact Millions been for you? Yes, midlife, focusing on workouts that support our hormones and hormonal changes, moving beyond our 20s and 30s. Yes, let's come on. I'd love to talk to you about it and share it more. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Unmute. Are you happy to come on camera? I think you have to turn your camera on.
Yes, one second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Can you turn your camera on? I don't know if it will, if you would like to.
Yes.
I'm totally putting Caroline on the spot here. Thank you, gorgeous. It's so nice. I felt like, because we haven't spoken for a while, it's so nice to have you on here live as well and to see you.
Yes. I'm cannot start your video because the host has disabled it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just have a nice chat. Caroline is gorgeous. You'll see her in our community lots as well. So, and she has a beautiful dog called Nala.
And my dog is barking.
I know. We love dogs in our community. We have lots of dogs in our community. Ty is asleep on my office floor right now, being quiet, as is Jack. Nala often makes. We've got such a gorgeous community. So, I'd love for you to share a bit more about your program and how that was created. Like, so you were in a very different place. It's only like 2 or 3 months ago in Impact Millions, right?
Yes.
Where were you then? Like, when we first connected?
I was transitioning from trying to do the like resell courses that God, what were they called? I'm so like detached from that now. Um I can't even remember what it's called, but the courses that basically um like enable you to create an online business.
So master resale rights, is that
Yes,
like
the master exactly. And that was just going nowhere for me. And I was so frustrated and I really was feeling drained because I was posting a ton about it and it was just not getting any momentum at all. But I've been a personal trainer and I was just moving away from that because I just felt like maybe it was time for a change and I hadn't been able to figure out how to move that business online. I was kind of just trying to like figure it out on my own for like years. And I just wasn't. And so I started to feel like, well, maybe fitness is just not what I'm supposed to be doing nowadays. And then that master resale rights, um, those posts started coming up. My feed was last October, and I was like, well, what is this? And it looked so alluring. And so I fell into that. And so you were the one that encouraged me to circle back to fitness because I had already had a baseline there as far as my work goes and my experience and also my Instagram page. And and so I committed to that idea and circling back. And I think it was also just like you were helping me figure out, I guess, more so of a niche, which was something that I had always kind of struggled with figuring out, and also encouraged me to, as far as the niche goes, to put myself um, in a category like moving away from what was causing me so much insecurity, like being in the fitness arena. I was like, I'm 44 years old and I'm on social media and I see all the 20 something year old fitness people, and so I was just like so stuck in my head thinking that I'm not like them, I don't look like them, I'm not posting like them, and so where is my place in this world? And so Lou really encouraged me to like figure out how to promote what I'm doing and who I am as a fitness coach away from like the people that would be wanting to follow those 20-year-olds and and the vibe they bring and whatever they're talking about. And so it helped me kind of figure out, well, I should be focusing on women in my age range and why I work out the way that I work out and what I'm promoting as far as fitness goes, and why it's important and why it's important to work out the way that I work out for this stage of life, and hormonal changes and all those things. So I started to focus on getting back on social media, which that's my biggest struggle. I'm still working on that. And I kind of took a little bit of a break in August because I had gone away a couple of times. And so I need to get my rear back in gear with all of that. But I do have a better direction and I feel more confident in, what I want to be talking about and what I should be talking about and the people that I should be appealing to. Like I don't feel like I should be appealing to the people that are like in their 20s and looking to the, fitness people in their 20s. That's not those aren't my ideal clients. And so within getting back on social media, and I was doing all the activations and doing the groups in Impact Millions and all the work in Impact Millions. And I had one of my Instagram followers who actually, I used to teach second grade and she was a former student of mine 20 years ago. She reached out to me. So I don't believe this is a coincidence. I honestly believe I manifested it. And so just because it was like within this time frame, she just reached out to me and just said, is there any way that I can work with you virtually? She's been struggling with her weight for a few years now, and her mom had actually reached out to me months back, and we were communicating about what she was kind of struggling with. And so she literally requested to work with me. And so I thought to myself, well, this was a great opportunity for me to just jump in, because I hadn't started creating anything yet.
Well, it really encouraged you to get into fast action. So you went from just having the idea for your new online program, and now, like, remind us of Empower Fit. So you created Empower Fit.
Yes.
But, like, very, very quickly, didn't you? When you realized, actually, this is my message. This is who I want to be working with. So just in 3 months, we only started Impact Millions 3 months ago, and you have got clear on your messaging, clear on your clients, clear on your exact program and pricing, and created the program and started creating clients in 3 months.
Yes, and I'm actually, like, I'm creating it with her. So, like, I filmed phase 1, she started phase 1, and so I'm basically, like, creating as we go. And so she's kind of like my, I don't know what you call it. She's sort of like my my little
plus your beta round, right? This is an example of this is a great example of fast action. So you came in with a completely different business that wasn't working, that, you know, to the level that you wanted it to, and as soon as you've come into Impact Millions, you know exactly who you're working with, you know your message, you've created an entire brand. I'm so proud of you. Can we all have a round of applause for Caroline, please? Because that is amazing fast action.
Thank you.
Like, in active time, in just 3 months, you've created an entire business and brand and program that you're still creating right now. But the great news is, as well, now you're back. We're still in the last 4 modules live of Impact Millions. So on Monday, we have new modules coming out, new lives every week. So you're going to be supported in these final phases of creating your program and your business and clients. And now we also get to look at, right, let's start taking that to 5 figures and 6 figures, and, like, scaling that Empower Fit program now is a brand, is a business, has clients. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I'm looking forward to getting, like, more momentum going and getting, you know, more people on board. Like, that's like now my next step, and that's not, you know, the next thing that I need to really challenge myself with.
Well, we've got you. I'm so glad to have you back. I've loved seeing your adventures and your travels around the world, but it's nice to have you back. I know we've had a break over summer for Impact Millions.
Thank you.
We're all getting back together next week. So, Caroline, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to hear more and to support you in this next level of taking Empower Fit out into the world.
Thank you. I'm so excited and grateful. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on live as well and being put on the spot.
You're welcome. Of course.
Good practice.
Yes. Yes.
Bye, darling. I'll speak to you in the Impact Millions group.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
So this is another thing. I don't always put my clients on the spot. Thank you, Caroline. I really appreciate it. But this is the other thing we are doing in Impact Millions. Is the intention is to take your brand and your business and impact millions, really. Whether that is one person and one conversation at a time, if you are choosing to work with private clients in a bespoke way. So you might choose to only work with highly invested clients one-on-one. You are going to be impacting millions through your powerful work and transformation, through those incredible conversations that you're having. They're going to take that to their families and friends and communities and clients and work and life. Like, the ripple effects of that are huge. And you may also have a desire, like a lot of my clients in Impact Millions and working with me in Amplified, want to get onto global stages. They want to write books and get published. They want to speak on stages and run events around the world. They want to be on television and radio. We are helping you do all of those things. So in Impact Millions, we start with the foundation of creating or refining your product and service. And we look at the business model bespoke for you, so you can scale that to your first or next 6 figures. But we also help you with how to go viral on social media. We also help you with getting on those stages, getting in those publications, getting your book published. Wherever you're at in business, we are going to help you create, grow, or elevate that. We're going to help you amplify your personal brand and your online business. We're going to help you build your online course, whether you have one already, or like Caroline, you have one that's not not really aligned and you want to create your own for this level of your business. We're going to walk you through all of that. We're going to walk beside you. We're going to help you amplify that. So if that resonates, head over to youamplifiedonline.com. That's our Impact Millions program. Today, you get £1,000 off the usual price of that. And if you join us today and pay in full, it's a super low investment, but if you pay in full to join us today, you also get a complimentary one-to-one 30-minute session with me, which is worth thousands alone. So the full investment in Impact Millions, you basically get for free, because you're going to have a one-on-one 30-minute session with me, which is life-changing. People have come to me and had a 30-minute session and have said things like, I've struggled with this for decades, and in 30 minutes you have completely changed this for me, right? So whatever you want to use that session for. There's also now, we've just added an installment plan for Impact Millions, so you can come and join us for just £888. You can get started today, and you get the bonus program of Manifestation Freak. So Manifestation Freak is everything to align with what you want. So some of you are already in the Manifestation Freak community. If so, you already have access to that. If not, and you join us in Impact Millions today, we're going to give you both of those programs for one. Impact Millions alone is worth tens of thousands, and it is just a fraction of that. So head over to youamplifiedonline.com today. You can read all about what my clients are up to in there. We've just completed the beta round. We haven't even completed the beta round. We're going into the final 4 modules of our first live round. So you are coming in really early into Impact Millions. This is a brand new program that is everything I've learned over the last 2 decades of business and 10 years of online coaching. It's everything that's helped me to be featured in Forbes and Vogue, to speak on stages around the world, to run my own retreats and masterminds in places like LA and Spain and London and Colorado and all over, and has helped my clients to do the same. And it's not just about the external success. It's not just about 5-figure plus months. It's not just about the external lovely things that we get to experience. It is mostly about creating a life that feels as good as it looks. So this is about creating an online freedom business. This is about creating programs or elevating a business based on your soul work, the message that you really want to share, the work that you really want to be doing in the world, and creating a life that feels as good as it looks, meaning that you create the most beautiful, abundant lifestyle for yourself and your family. If that speaks to you, drop a hell yes in the comments and let us know. If you're already in Impact Millions, let us know in the comments. And like I just said with Caroline, next week we've got new modules coming out. The next modules that we've got coming out, and some of the things that I do want to share with you. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see exactly. Already in and hell yes. Yes, Caroline is loving it. I really want to share a little bit. If you have any questions, we're just coming into the Q&A as well. So drop your questions now. Screen, everything on screen. Okay, let's see. Screen. You can see my screen, I think. Hopefully I won't have any cheeky text messages coming through. Oh my gosh, that's a risk, isn't it? We're not manifesting that. Okay, here we go. Impact Millions. Let's put my phone on do not disturb so we don't. Does that work? Let's hope so. So we don't have any cheeky messages coming through. Who knows who's going to text me? Not now. Okay, youamplifiedonline.com. This is everything manifestation meets business for mindset, energetics, and strategy to amplify your business and brand. So if you head over to youamplifiedonline.com, you can see all about that program. This is the page you'll see, again, how I've been featured on Forbes. Also, how I've taken my personal business and brand from zero. Remembering when I first started, I borrowed to invest in starting my business and growing my business. And in 2016, that meant that I was able to take my business to my first 6 figures. And I've helped thousands of people around the world to do the same over the last 10 years. So you can read all about that. We're going to go into Create, which is creating your signature course, program, and offer suite, packaging your gifts, skills, and expertise that will enable you to impact many lives for many years to come and give you more of the freedom that you crave. We're going to help you grow your personal brand and business as well. So how you can consistently create clients, grow your community, and continually bring people into your programs, coming from one-to-one masterminds and online courses. And we're going to help you elevate it. So even if you already have an online business, we're going to help you elevate that now. So this is elevating your mindset and identity to be the person who lives the lifestyle they desire. So if you want to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures, if you want to grow your brand, we have got you. This is Manifestation Freak for wealth and manifestation mastery to support you as you grow your business empire. We're going to walk you through everything to create a business that works for you as you expand, focusing on more of your zone of genius and growth. We're going to help you become a more masterful manifester and a match for what you want so that you can spend more time with your family and friends, traveling, enjoying the life, so that you are the go-to person for your clients, creating more clients and income, even without a huge following, by the way. We're going to help you start from exactly where you're at. And you can read all about what my clients are up to if you head over to youamplifiedonline.com. My gorgeous clients, Nancy and Valerie and Andrea there, who all have multi-6-figure plus businesses, who all came to me with businesses that weren't working or didn't feel good, and have now got thriving, soul-aligned, super successful businesses. Nancy is currently traveling the world with her gorgeous family while running a super successful psychotherapy practice and coaching business. And Valerie has a coaching business in France. She is working with incredible clients all around the world. Andrea came to me with a 6-figure corporate career and a coaching business. She had multiple 6 figures coming in, but she was burnt out and unhappy. So we took her from those businesses and career that wasn't working, it didn't feel good. And she went into crystals. Her father has had a crystal business in Brazil for many years, and she wanted to create her own online crystal business. She now not only has an online thriving crystal business called Buyout Crystals, she also has her own store in Amsterdam that is absolutely thriving, and she could not be happier. So go and check my gorgeous clients out there. So these are the modules that we're walking you through. Module 1 is Online Business 101. We're taking you through your product, researching your niche and profitable course belief, so aligning your mindset to high cash months. Sales, getting set up for clear sales focus and revenue tracking. Module 2, let's get down to business, is Business 101. So I've already touched on that, your business model, client creation model, and funnels. We're going into depth. These modules are jam-packed. Course outline, framework, methodology. This is exactly what Caroline's been through already to set her business and online course up. Program, pricing, payment platforms, tech, and creating content. Brand identity, module 3, personal and business, clarifying your up-leveled identity. There's a little bit of a typo there. Okay, just to let you know, we'll have a look at that. Messaging, relevant messaging to reach and enroll your ideal clients. Module 4, be social. We're going into social media marketing and your content plan and daily activities. You can copy my exact 6-figure plus daily activity guide. So that alone is worth a 6-figure investment. Like it's exactly how my clients and I make multiple 6 figures plus. Lift off, launching, mapping out your launch plan, offers, pre and doors open, offers, pricing, management, managing your clients, community and platforms. Sky's the limit. Managing leads, attracting consistent potential clients, email lists, growing and nurturing new and potential clients, and building an audience of soulmate clients. Design it, masterclass, money magic, be seen, how to get more visible, scaling, how to grow your business. This is just the tip of the iceberg, because we're constantly adding to. The next module that's coming out is money magic. And we've got a free bonus money frequency bundle coming, and automation, setting up your course funnel for sales on repeat, organic sales, ads and marketing, you name it. We have got you covered for online business creation and growth. So what's included is all of these business modules, but you're also going to get Manifestation Freak, which is the #1 course for rapid transformation and manifestation. You get that for free. If you join us today, you are also going to get a free 30-minute call with me, which is worth tens of thousands. It is worth tens of thousands, but your investment today is just 2,497 in full. You can also spread the cost and join us for just 888 times 3. So today your payment is just 888. That means you are in, you get immediate access to all of the modules, and you get to spread the cost over the next 3 months. Join us if you want to pay in full and get that complimentary private coaching session with me. Jump on that now. That also gives you a huge £1,000 off the usual price. And if you want to spread the cost, just pay 888 and you get immediate access and pay over 3 months. Any questions on that, let me know. Again, that's youamplifiedonline.com to join us. Jump on it today. There are limited private coaching spots available, and that price is going up very soon. So looking forward to seeing you in there. You can see what all of my clients are up to on that page, but also join me on Instagram at iamlougeorge.com. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So your questions, what questions do you have for me before we wrap? Oh, hang on. There we go. It's just telling me that I've stopped sharing my screen. What questions do you have before we wrap? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your questions so far. Thank you for bringing such great and intentional energy. We've covered a lot today about how you can scale with strategy. You're getting really intentional is the key takeaway message today. Getting intentional, specific and clear, whether you're just starting out and creating your business or you're growing it. Keep the main thing the main thing. So one main signature program before you grow into others. What I also want to share with you on that is don't expect millions of people to join you immediately. Every single program I've created, every single program, anyone who's now got impacting millions of lives started with just one person, one customer, one client. Every social media platform, one person, one customer, one client. It will grow from there. Most of my programs, when I first put them out, we have a handful of people join us for the first round, and then over time have hundreds and thousands of people coming through our programs. So don't give up. If you put a program out, a product out, a service out, if you love it, if you really want to do it, keep going. It starts with one person. It then moves on to 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 and so on. It will grow over months and years. Your consistency is absolutely key. So keep that main thing the main thing. If you love it, focus on that one main product or service and grow it, be committed to it, love it, nurture it, shout about it from the rooftops. Keep your main one social media platform the main thing, and then take them into long form content, into your free gift and offer and community. And again, nurture and grow those relationships. Thank you so much for your amazing questions. Okay. Thank you. You've gone through module 1 and part of module 2 in the manifestation frequency course, and it's amazing. I'm so glad you're loving it. There's so much in there, isn't there? Even just in each module alone, we have so much. There are activations and meditations and mindset processes and tools that and Manifestation Freak, which when you join Impact Millions you have access to, is constantly growing. So we've got a new money frequency bundle coming up soon. We've got new activations coming up all the time. Impact Millions as well. Once you're in, you're in. You have lifetime access to this. So it is a program that you can go through very quickly. So some of my clients have gone through it in weeks. Like there are 12 modules in Impact Millions. I will say this though, give yourself time because each module has so much in it. You can go through it weekly. So you can take one module a week, which is what we're doing at the moment live. Some people will run through it, and some people will take a year to go through it. It is your pace, it is your time frame. Once you're in Impact Millions, you have access to that and any updates we make to it as well. So as you're coming in now, for the lowest price it will ever be, you're going to have the most value because you're going to get everything that's in there immediately, plus any updates that we make. Even if you are like, I'm not ready to go through it yet because I'm doing another course or program, go and sign up now because you'll get it for the lowest price and you can start whenever you want. You have access to the community as well. We have an incredible Facebook community of people like you've met on here today, other entrepreneurs and creatives and leaders who are also creating or growing their amazing online businesses and courses and programs. So you are so welcome. I would love to know any questions. This has been fantastic. Love the encouragement to set up an online program. Definitely looking at that. You're a radiant light to all. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Come and join us in Impact Millions. Like we are going to walk. You don't need to figure it out. We will walk you through setting up every single thing. Have a look again, youamplifiedonline.com at all of the modules available, and join us now. Whether you want to start with us now straight away, you'll have immediate access to all of that. But you, like I say, you can start at the beginning of next year, if you like. Once you're in, and you're going to get it for the lowest price ever as a thank you for joining us today on this masterclass. So please do drop and lock in your takeaways from today. If you have any questions, this is your last chance to ask questions. If you're watching this on the replay, though, if you think of any questions, come and share on the replay. I would also love for you, if you've been here live, to please come over to YouTube and share your takeaways on the day 1 and day 2 videos. Lock your takeaways in, claim your desires in those comments, and help other people know what you've got from this masterclass. So day 1 is already up on my YouTube channel. Day 2 will be up later today. Come and drop and lock in your takeaways and claim them for yourself as well. Learnings from module 1 of Manifestation Freak, especially heart-centered multi-brain integration meditations, are great. Really helps to gain clarity. Oh, I'm so glad you're loving it. Yeah, they're so powerful, aren't they? Very, very powerful meditations and activations in Manifestation Freak alone. So Manifestation is the #1 Manifestation Freak program in the world. It is about rapid transformation and manifestation. So we're really going into bringing awareness to any limiting beliefs and fears and insecurities you have. And we're really recoding your subconscious mind and getting into energetic alignment with what you really want to manifest. So that is the foundation before we go into Impact Millions, which is all of the strategy pieces, all of the online course creation, funnel building, money mindset, like everything you need to create, grow, and elevate your business. So those two combined, manifestation and business combined, is everything we do, and it's so powerful. It's really life-changing and business elevating. Like if you want to grow your business to 6 figures, this is the course for you. If you want to take your 6-figure business to multi-6 figures, this is the course for you. If you are scaling your business beyond that, this is the course for you. And more importantly, the most beautiful community of other people who are doing the same. Like imagine being supported every single day like this. Like we've got you. Come and join us. Have this support every day. And that is the final takeaway that I want to leave you with, is I want you to leave this masterclass and start walking in the world as if you already have it, as if you already have the money, the clients, the experiences, the opportunities. And there is one really practical, powerful hack to this. Get in circles with people who are already doing it. Get in the room with people who are already doing it. Be coached and mentored by people who are already doing it. Be surrounded by other people who are also going for it or already doing it. That's what changed my life in 2015 when I started investing really intentionally in coaching and mentoring and learning how to build and grow my business. My life changed within the first month when I was committed to getting on calls and masterclasses like this on a regular basis. When I was on calls every single week with my own coaches and mentors and going through online modules to learn about scaling business, my life changed completely. So the hack to that is invest. If it's not in Impact Millions, make sure that you're investing in coaches and mentors who also know how to combine the mindset and energetics and the strategy, because that's what is going to change your life, right? Impact Millions offers all of that, the mindset, the strategy, and the community. But like I say, if it's not this, make sure it's something else that offers those things. And also not just in coaching and mentoring, but go and work in hotels that feel luxurious. I used to do this, especially when I lived in London a lot. I would go and work in private members clubs, and I would go and work in 5-star hotels and luxurious places where I would talk to my clients about this. I remember being in Malibu. I rented a beautiful house in the Malibu Hills for one of my private client masterminds. I think that was in 2018. And when we were in Malibu, in the Malibu Hills, lots of my clients were either taking their business to their first 6 figures, or they were scaling from 6 figures to multi-6 and 7 figures. And so while we were in this gorgeous house in the Malibu Hills, like uninterrupted views of the Malibu Hills, glass windows everywhere, beautiful vaulted ceilings. It was the most gorgeous, luxurious home. And we went for a walk, not that you can really walk in the Malibu Hills, but we did. We walked around the corner to the neighbors that were like acres away and like past all of these other mansions in the Hollywood Hills. And I was like, sniff up the abundance, sniff it up, because energy is contagious. Put yourself in rooms with people who are multimillionaires and billionaires. Put yourself in luxurious spaces where there is money moving freely, because money is just energy. And if you're in the energy of money and abundance and wealth and success and intentional creators, you are going to be absorbing that. Spend less time with negative people in negative environments, because they are also going to have an impact and spiral your frequency down. So be in environments that spiral you up and help you stay up. And that is no doubt what changed my life. Spending time traveling to places like Malibu, working in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Marina del Rey, being surrounded by people who owned yachts and had millions, and like six figures to them was pocket change, just really shifted my mindset. It will shift your mindset and energy instantly, because when you're around people who are big thinkers, who are visionary creators, you're like, oh wow, I've been thinking really small. There are people over here who are investing millions at a time in their businesses and in their lives. So then you start to really expand your consciousness and what's possible. So the biggest hack to intentional manifestation is to get in circles and rooms in company with people who are already doing it, but also your environment. Go and sit in beautiful, inspiring, luxurious places and sniff up the abundance. Soak up the energy and the frequency of what already exists, what's already available to you. So the quickest hack to change your reality is to put yourself in environments that already are. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, that's time for day 2 of Manifestation Meets Business, giving you a bit of a taster of what we're up to in Impact Millions and Manifestation Freak. I would love to see you in there. So again, come join us, youamplifiedonline.com, for our Impact Millions program. If you would like to know more about how to work with me in other ways, private coaching, Manifestation Freak, or any other questions you have, you can email my team, contact@lougeorge.co, and my main website is lougeorge.co. But the best place to go for all about me and my programs is instagram.com/IamLouGeorge. I would love to see you over there if we're not already connected. If we are, we're old friends. It's so good hanging out here with you today. In the Manifestation Freak community, we have monthly masterclasses coming up now. So this, if you're watching this and you're in our Manifestation Freak community and Impact Millions, these masterclasses are going to be in your private membership hubs. So you'll have easy access to all of our business and mindset and manifestation masterclasses. We've got a private money frequency bundle coming up for you soon as well. So much. And we're just restarting calls in Impact Millions as well. So our usual Fridays are live in the private Facebook group. So if you're in Impact Millions, next Friday at midday UK time, we're going to be live together like this in our Impact Millions private Facebook group. So you have me now every week for coaching and mentoring in Impact Millions. If you would like that, you can join us on youamplifiedonline.com. We also have our next module on money frequency and creating your funnels in business next week. So really looking forward to sharing those with you. It's been amazing being here with you today. I would love for you, if you're still here live on Zoom or on the YouTube, to just comment with one main takeaway. And if you've been here live, I'd love you to come over to the replay. We're going to get that out to you. We'll email you with the links to the replay so you can come back and remind yourself. I often love watching things like this back, because it's one thing when you're live, you're really absorbing the information or downloads that you're getting, but when you watch back, and you can listen in a different way, right? So I often love to listen to masterclasses back at least once to take notes and to listen from a different perspective. What are your takeaways? If you're here live, please drop in the comments one main takeaway. I don't know if the chat's coming through. Please drop a comment now, even if you just say, I can still see you. If you're here live on Zoom, please drop a comment with one main takeaway. I'm not sure if the chat's still working. Okay, cool. Take action, work on short form and long form content. Yes, amazing. Great takeaway. If you do that consistently every day short form content, at least once a week for long form content, that's going to rapidly build your community. So if that's your one commitment from today, that's amazing. Maybe that's everyone's one commitment. Take daily action for short form content. That's social media, and once a week long form content. So that might be a YouTube video, that could be a masterclass, that could be a podcast. Surround myself with people and things that represent the life I envision for myself. Yes. And you already are, right? You're in Impact Millions, Caroline. So you're ahead of the game. Like, you're already surrounded by, we've got the most amazing people, right? You and Clancy and Anna Joy and Dawn. We've got so many incredible people already in Impact Millions, and we're just spiraling up. Like, every week it's like download and insight and activation. And because right now it's quite small, because we've just gone through the beta round, it's a perfect time to join us, because you almost get private coaching from me in Impact Millions anyway, and a mastermind in the group. You've got like other incredible business owners and coaches and leaders who are creating and growing their businesses as well. So it's the perfect time to join us. Use imagination with elevated emotion to create the desired reality. Boom. Yes. If you take nothing else away, that's the one. That's what I talk about day in, day out on my social media, right? Use your imagination and elevated emotion to create your desired reality. I will talk about that day in, day out, because when you really get that, everything changes. Like, when I've really got that, my poor boy's itching in the background. Can you hear him? Poor Ty, he's had seasonal allergies. So it's a process of elimination to find out, and he's scratching. He's been wearing a cone of shame, bless him. Need to go work in opulent places too. Yes. So yeah, you're in Impact Millions, but do it in real life as well. Go find those communities or those places, because you'll have, like, you never know who you're going to meet. Like, I in 2016 started flying business class when I was going back and forth to LA for my coaching masterminds and things like that. And people would question that. Like, why are you spending all that money to go business class? And I was like, well, first of all, because I'm going to LA, like, and I'm working. So I was running masterminds in LA, and I wanted to be rested when I got there and things like that. Also because I want to travel business class, like, it's a much nicer experience. But more importantly than that, it's smart business. I've created clients and collaborations and opportunities and experiences from people I've met in the business lounge. And you can go in a business lounge without flying business, but also people that I've sat next to in business on planes. Think about the people that you want to be having conversations with and the people that you want to be surrounded by. So I have clients come to me sometimes who are like, I want to coach celebrities. And I'm like, okay, are you currently surrounded by or connected to celebrities? No. Okay, well, that's the first thing you need to do, is start finding out, like, put yourself in the room with the right people. This is one of the biggest hacks to business. This is why, big business events, paying to go VIP instead of being in general is a smart move. Because yes, you might spend 10 grand on a ticket rather than a grand, but you're going to be surrounded by people who are really making big moves, who are really making big investments, who are more likely to be your private or your clients, and people who can open up opportunities for you and things like that. So I love that. Go and work in those places. Anything else before we wrap? Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to be in this space with you. We have another masterclass coming up in October. If you are in the UK and you can get to Brighton on the 26th of September, which is just in 2 weeks' time, 10 days time, 13 days time, 2 weeks time, 26th of September. Anyway, Brighton, UK, we have Manifestation Freak Live, which is a full day of manifestation and business. We have an amazing group of people joining us. It is going to be, if you've loved this masterclass, get in the room with me for a day in person to be coached one-on-one in the room and to go through Manifestation Freak activations in the room. Even if you're not in the UK, fly to the UK and join us on the 26th of September. It includes a 3-course lunch. It is the most powerful manifestation and business event in the world ever. 26th of September, Brighton, UK. Get in the room with us. We have people flying from all over the world to join us at these events. So I would love to see you there. It's going to be an amazing day. That's the next thing. And of course, Impact Millions, we start next week again. youamplifiedonline.com. You'll find the links to all of these on my Instagram at @IamLouGeorge. I would love to see you there and hear about, if you do tag us, go and share about your experience of this masterclass over the last 2 days. And please do tag me at I am Lou George and at Manifestation Freak so that we can reshare and celebrate you and connect with you. I'd love to hear your insights and takeaways on social media, so please do tag us. And you can find the links on my social media to every other way to work with me. To book your ticket for Manifestation Freak Live, there is an option to have a private lunch, a masterclass, mastermind lunch with me and a small group of people on that day as well. So there are a couple of ticket options, and there's a really low ticket option to get a general seat, which is still, it's going to be an intimate mastermind of a day. So yeah, lots of ways to work with me and come into our community right now. And I will see you in the Impact Millions next week. Lots of love. Thank you for being here.